Over the weekend, the United States government executed a significant operation targeting members of Tren de Aragua, TDA, a notorious gang with ties to human trafficking, drug cartels, and violent crime. Approximately 200 suspected gang members were deported from the U.S. to Venezuela and El Salvador, countries directly affected by their criminal activities. This crackdown has drawn attention not only for its scale, but also for the international collaboration involved, particularly with El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele, who has gained global recognition for his aggressive stance against organized crime. Former ICE Supervisory Special Agent Victor Avila praised the operation, emphasizing its potential to reduce crime in communities plagued by gang violence. He described these groups as terrorists, likening them to organizations like ISIS due to their brutal tactics and widespread influence. However, questions have arisen about whether such deportations violate due process rights, especially when suspects are removed without judicial hearings. Critics argue that some deported individuals may not belong to gangs at all, raising concerns about fairness and justice. But is this truly the case? Or is there another perspective that challenges this narrative? One of the most debated topics surrounding this operation is the role of President Nayib Bukele in combating gang violence. Supporters hail him as a transformative leader who has successfully dismantled criminal networks in El Salvador, pointing to the country's newfound sense of safety under his leadership. They credit his strict policies, including mass incarcerations and militarized enforcement, for restoring order. On the other hand, skeptics warn that such heavy-handed measures risk violating human rights and creating long-term instability. Is it possible to balance security with civil liberties, or does one inevitably come at the expense of the other? Another contentious issue revolves around President Donald Trump's actions during similar operations. Many commend his administration for prioritizing national security through aggressive deportation policies, crediting these efforts with reducing domestic threats. Yet opponents counter that these moves often lack transparency and accountability, potentially undermining the legal system. Should leaders prioritize immediate results over procedural safeguards, or does this approach set a dangerous precedent for future administrations? Finally, the legality of deporting alleged gang members without proper hearings remains a hotly contested topic. Proponents argue that swift action is necessary to protect American communities from dangerous criminals. Conversely, critics caution that rushing deportations could lead to wrongful accusations and unjust outcomes. Where should the line be drawn between public safety and individual rights? Is America taking the right steps to combat organized crime, or are we compromising our values in pursuit of quick solutions? If you believe that strong action against gangs is justified, even if it means possible rule violations, vote by hitting like if you agree, dislike if you don't. Subscribe to stay informed on critical issues affecting our nation, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice can help shape the conversation. Let us know where you stand.